everyone, welcome back to the channel. I've got some seriously shocking news to share with you today that's been making waves in the criminal underworld and the law enforcement community alike. Now, if you've ever thought that airports are one of the most secure places on the planet, I'm about to show you just how wrong that assumption can be. We're talking about a covert operation that's uncovered a massive drug smuggling ring right under the noses of New Zealand's largest airport, and it's got me absolutely stunned, which is Maori for to investigate or to look into. And boy, did they look into some serious stuff. 15 baggage handlers have been arrested as part of this operation. These aren't just any old baggage handlers either. They're allegedly working with rival gangs, including the notorious headhunters and the 2-8 Brotherhood, to smuggle drugs into the country. The scale of this operation is mind-blowing. We're talking about seizures of methamphetamine and cocaine weighing up to 100 kJ at a time. That's not just a few grams here and there. That's enough to fill a suitcase and cause massive damage in the community. How exactly were these drugs getting into the country? Let me break it down for you. It all starts with overseas-based drug suppliers. They're arranging for their illicit product to be packed inside luggage and then stashed on flights bound for Auckland. Once the plane lands, the baggage handlers are the ones who find the correct luggage and secretly remove it before it can be screened by security. That's right, people who are supposed to be keeping the airport safe are the ones helping the criminals. Bangkok, Santiago, Honolulu, Los Angeles, San Francisco, and even New York. That's an international network of smuggling right there, and it's not just one gang doing this. Court documents show that the network of baggage handlers at Auckland Airport were allegedly helping different gangs to smuggle large amounts of drugs into the country. That's a serious problem when the same people are working for multiple gangs, isn't it? Now let's talk about the headhunters. 3 members of this gang have been charged with importing a Class A drug dating back to August 2024. That's when 47 kg of methamphetamine was discovered inside unattended duffel bags. But wait, there's more. The drugs were disguised as packets of durian fruit. That's right, they're using fruit to hide drugs. I mean, how clever is that? But also, how dangerous is that? Because if you're eating a durian, you're not going to be checking if it's actually a drug. That's a serious risk to the public. 28.5 kg of meth was found in abandoned duffel bags. And in February, a staggering 101 kg of cocaine was seized from a flight coming in from Hawaii. That's a lot of cocaine. And the 2-8 Brotherhood, a motorcycle gang based in South Auckland, also allegedly worked with the same baggage handlers as the headhunters. That's a dangerous combination. These are not just any gangs. They're organized crime groups with a lot of resources and a lot of influence. How are these gangs managing to get this done? It's all about the money, obviously. Organized crime groups pay trusted insiders at the border substantial sums to help them smuggle drugs into the country. And it's not just the baggage handlers who are involved. There are also intermediaries, often former baggage handlers who no longer work at the airport themselves, acting as controllers to liaise between the gangs and the baggage handlers. That's a serious issue because it's showing that the corruption is going all the way up the chain. Well, the seizure of 50 kg meth aboard a flight from Malaysia in June. That's a big seizure, but it's also a clear sign that the operation is still ongoing. And the results of Operation Matata are impressive. During the course of the investigation, police said they've stopped 631 kg of methamphetamine and 112 kg of cocaine from reaching the community. That's a lot of drugs that were prevented from getting into the hands of people who would use them. Who's leading the investigation said that several investigations in recent years have given the police, national organized crime group, and customs a good understanding of any nefarious activity around the movement of luggage at the airport. This knowledge has led to multiple arrests of baggage handlers and those people sitting over the top of them as controllers. Gollin said, work done to make the airport more resilient to this criminal behavior has forced organized crime groups to modify the way they operate, making them more vulnerable to discovery. It means that the police and customs are getting better at detecting this kind of smuggling. They're making the airport more secure, and as a result, the criminal organizations are having to change their methods. That's a good thing, but it's also a reminder that this kind of smuggling is still happening. It's not something that can be solved overnight. It's going to take a lot of work from law enforcement and a lot of awareness from the public. I want to leave you with a few thoughts. First, this is a serious issue that affects not just New Zealand, but the entire world. Drug smuggling is a global problem, and it's one that requires global solutions. Second, the people who are involved in these crimes are not just faceless criminals. They're real people who have families, who have lives, and who are making choices that are going to have long-term consequences. Third, this is a reminder of the importance of the work that law enforcement is doing. They're risking their lives to protect us, and we should be supporting them in any way we can. What do you think about all of this? Are you surprised by the scale of the operation? Do you think that the airport is still vulnerable to to this kind of smuggling? I'd love to hear your thoughts in the comments below. And if you're interested in learning more about this story, be sure to check out the links in the description. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to like and subscribe for more updates on this and other important news stories. Stay safe, and until next time, keep being awesome.